Hey, so today I'm working on my 86 Toyota 4runner, and my auto-locking hubs aren't auto-locking, which I hear is a common problem, and a lot of people switch over to the Aisin manual locking hubs. Uh, Tons of forums on how to do it, and tons of great tutorials on how to do it. I haven't seen too many videos, though, on a Toyota Aisin locking hubs. So I got some of these off Craigslist, off a cool guy who was getting rid of them, specifically off of an 86, so lucky me. And it was a whole kit except for a couple pieces here and there. So this is just a quick video on how I'm gonna do it. I'm just following a tutorial, but I'm a visual learner, so sometimes I like to see videos of people doing it so I can kind of follow along or get a visual or show you what I did. This is the auto locking hub that isn't really auto locking, and so these are the various tools that I'm using. If it'll focus. I got my setup here, my baggie of bolts, my manual conversion, or the thing with the two nuts, the lock washer, and this nifty washer here, and then the new Aisin hubs that are going on, bucket of grease, some gloves because I don't want to get too goopy, hammer that I might need, and a 12 and 10 millimeter socket, an Allen key, don't remember what size. One of them cool star bits. If you don't have one of these things, they're cheap, but oh my gosh, it saved me so many times. And a couple of various screwdrivers and whatnot. And I'm using my little impact rigid screw gun just to quicken things up. And paper towels, yay! Gotta use paper towels. Alrighty, so I'm gonna mount this up and hopefully we can walk through this. Apologize, I'm doing this on my phone, but we're gonna give this a shot. So we've got a 5mm Allen key. I'm gonna take these guys off here. Alright, so these two are stripped out, but got them loose, so hoorah. Take our cap off. Toyota! And in case you were wondering, let's see, which one was it? It was this guy here. This guy was all stripped out, and so I used one of those star head deals, kind of far away, but anyways, tap one of those inside there, and then it'll turn. So kind of digs in some grooves, and just a easy little fix to get those stubborn screws out, which is often. Alright, so it says to take off the cover, remove these 12mm bolts here. So just grab our 12mm. And put those in a little pile, and then under there, we got little washers, and then the cone washer underneath that. So grab our 6 washers. Now it says that you can also use a hammer to tap it if it's a little tight on there. The other side was a little tight, so I did use the hammer for that. But grab our cone washers, whichever ones will pop out. All of them. Okay, put those in a little pile. That old guy's stubborn. So we got to pull out that center one, which is also a 12mm. Got that guy. The whole thing pops right off. Cool. Put that aside in case someone wants to Craigslist that. Alright. Next says to compress a spring with a pair of pliers and remove it all around so you can get to the little 20 torque bolts behind there. We're gonna grab ourselves a little screwdriver, and there's a little spring right here. Come on. There we go. A little spring ring thing. There we go. There's a little tab on the top of the ring and on the bottom of the ring. And if you can just kind of get a screwdriver in there and twist it a little bit, it'll pop right out.
but it's a good seat, so it wants to come out even, not, you know, you can't kick it to the side, so we'll pop it out like that. All right, set that side, that thing aside, and then inside we got 1, 2, and then 3 little Torx bits. I don't know the names of these things, but I'm sure it was a good idea at the time. So we're gonna use a little, I guess this is a 20 Torx pick thing. So this whole thing is nice and loose and pops right out. Okay. So I'm gonna take our other Torx bolt and put it back, Torx bit, put it back in there. So that's what that guy looks like. Cool, almost there. So inside here is one of them 54 millimeter nuts. So I made myself a 54 millimeter socket because I didn't feel like buying one, and I mean, hell, why not, right? So I'm gonna put that guy right on here. Just give it a little tappy, tap tap taparoo. And then we're gonna pop this guy off. No, come on. And that did not have a lot of tension on it. Sweet. So, bring it around town. Bring it around town. You remember when I said to wear gloves because I didn't want to get all goopy? Yeah, a little late for that, isn't it? Alright, well. Come on. Almost there. Almost there. Alright. There we go. So, next we're going to grab our, I'll tilt it down here. We got our setups here, so we're going to start using these guys here. We got a flat washer. Pointing this right? Alright, flat washer, nut, lock nut, extra nut. Okay. So, we're going to throw our flat nut and flat washer on there. It's got a little tooth in it. Send that guy to the back. Throw our first one of these. I've heard a couple different stories on how to torque these things down, but here it says 18 to 20 pounds, which I'm going to guess. I'd say it's about right there. Cool. And we're gonna grab our flat washer, which one little end is already bent up. It's also got a little tooth. I'm gonna throw our other one on. It says to torque this one to 58 pounds. Guys on there. It says to bend the little tabs on the lock washer. Let's go ahead and bend those. So it's going to go one down, one up, one down, one up. All right. Put new hub in place. That's new. There's a little knob there and a little knob there. A little knob there and a little knob there. So we're gonna there we go. That guy's seated on there. Install the 6 12 millimeter deals. We're gonna do cone washer. Cool beans. And next, we're going to install this guy. So I forgot to load up the other one with loads of grease, which is great for that. Load up this guy here. Oh, and then it says to install that little other 12mm bolt on the inside. So I got one of those floating around here. Let's see, that guy here, that goes dead center. Squeeze that guy in. Alright. Last but not least, so you put the new hub in place. Install your 6mm nuts on that. Now, when I was doing the other side, there was one side that it liked and one side that it didn't. There it goes. Got lucky on that one. This is real low. Real low torquing pressure. Let's see. Locked. Unlocked. So you can see the axle isn't moving on that one. Lock it. And let's see. Yep, no, it's locking. Alright. Axle's moving on that one. Let's unlock it. There we go. Now we're free. Alright, sweet. So that works. Nice and peachy. I'm just going to tighten these babies down just a tiny bit more. And try not to strip out that aluminum housing.